It's Tuesday, December 24th. Welcome to MarketFoolery. I'm Chris Eltz. Just me in studio. Just a few quick words before we get to something that we've done the last few years. First, let's talk about you. How are you doing? Are you hanging in there? Are you, like me, in the last-minute throes of Christmas preparation, or are you one of those people who's organized and you're all set? Maybe you're doing your usual Tuesday thing, listening to this podcast, however you listen to this podcast, whether you're at the gym or doing stuff around the house or out for a walk, commuting, maybe you're on the road traveling for the holiday. Wherever you are, be safe. Whatever you're doing, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a good Christmas Eve. I hope the holiday season's been going well for you. Holidays can be a lot of fun. They can also be tough for any number of reasons. Sometimes it's work, sometimes it's school or health-related. Maybe you've got a friend or a family member who's struggling. Sometimes it's as simple as the fact that there's someone who used to be in our life and they're not with us any longer and we miss them. And sometimes it's as simple as that. So if you're struggling for one reason or another, hang in there. And if you're doing well this holiday season, see if you can find someone you know who is struggling and maybe reach out to them, because sometimes just that simple act of extending yourself, even if it seems like it's out of the blue, sometimes just that small gesture can really brighten someone's world. In January, we're going to hit the 9-year anniversary of doing this show. I appreciate all the email you send us and the tweets, and some of you have been listening since we started in 2011, and some of you just started listening this past year. Regardless of whenever you started, thanks for listening. We really appreciate it, and thanks for letting us keep you company while you're doing whatever it is you're doing. If you've been enjoying the holiday music this month, as I know a lot of you have, that is entirely the work of producer Dan Boyd. He picks the tunes. At some point, you may have heard David Gardner, the Motley Fool's co-founder. You may have heard David talk about our company's purpose statement, which is to make the world smarter, happier, and richer. I like to think that Dan Boyd, expanding the known universe of holiday music beyond those same 50 songs that get played to death on the radio, that definitely makes us smarter and happier. So whether you're in your usual Tuesday routine or you're like me and running around doing last-minute stuff, I hope you can take a moment and catch your breath because, hey, it's Christmas Eve. So on behalf of everyone at Motley Fool Global Headquarters here in Alexandria, Virginia, our offices in Colorado and Pennsylvania, our offices in Australia, Canada, Germany, Hong Kong, Japan, and the UK, I hope you and yours have a very Merry Christmas. And we leave you with the late, great Louis Armstrong reading Clement Moore's classic poem, A Visit from St. Nicholas.
This is Louis Satchmo Armstrong talking to all the kids from all over the world at Christmas time. 'Twas the night before Christmas when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled our brains for a long winter's nap. Well, out on the lawn, there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window, I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters, and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new-fallen snow gave a luster of midday to objects below, when what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. With little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles, his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen. On Comet, on Cupid, on Donder and Blitzen. To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky. So up to the house top, the coursers they flew, with the sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkle, I heard on the roof the prancing, the pawing of each little hoof. As I drew my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed, like a bowl of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf. And I laughed when I saw him, in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know that I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk. And laying his finger aside of his nose and giving a nod up the chimney, he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team, gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down on a thistle. But I heard him exclaim ere he drove out of sight, "Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night." A very good night. And that goes for Satchmo too. Thank you.